Why is my homeboy Trump so stubborn on the Chinese tariffs, on the tariffs against China? Why is he so stubborn on that? My homeboy Trump. My homeboy Trump boy. Why is he so stubborn on that? Well, we have to be honest with ourselves. The United States is government, and more so the war machine. They really want to pivot away from Europe, and when they mean Europe, they mean fighting Russia. They want to pivot from that, and they want to reorganize and focus more on China. They want, in other words, they want, sadly, but that's what it seems like, they would love a proxy war with China, which is obviously is horrific. This is horrific what we are talking about. The war machine is working overtime, but they would love nothing more than to challenge the upcoming superpower, which is China. And they would love to challenge them economically with the tariffs, but also seems like militarily with the war machine, with the deep state. That's what it seems like. And you have to understand there is a huge dependency on Chinese manufacturers. And for example, if there was a real military conflict, the Chinese government could call in sanctions on the United States' product. So if there was a real war or a proxy war with China, they could stop shipping the pharmaceuticals, the stuff that the medicine is made out of. They could stop shipping that into the United States, or they could stop shipping electronics, which is the biggest import into the United States. They could stop shipping the batteries. They could stop shipping the consumer goods. That's obviously also a little bit of a factor, but when it comes to a proxy war, that's not as big of a factor as, for example, the medicine and the electronics would be in that case. And this dependency, they wanna get rid of. The deep state and the war machine wants to get rid of this dependency on China so that they could threaten or even start a proxy war. That's sadly just a reality. One problem with this is that none of the so-called war machine members, none of the generals and none of the staff that are warmongers and war hawks in DC, none of them seems to have any background in economics, and there seems to be lack of understanding of how the global trade works and how the economy is being run, or how it runs itself. The government does not run the economy, it just oversees the economy. It has a slight influence over the economy, but it does not run the economy. There is a misconception about that as well, and just a lack of understanding amongst the Trump administration means that look, these tariffs, it's just self-inflicted wound, that it's just reality. That's just a simple fact, Nobody talks about it, but it's a self-inflicted wound. This didn't have to happen. This economic pain and economic struggle, there's no way how to say it, but this is a little bit retarded territory, This is just a little bit retarded. It's a straight up self-inflicted wound. There is no other way how to describe it. If you understand how the United States' economy work, and that it is a consumer-driven economy, it is mainly driven by consumer spending and secondary by corporate spending, you would understand that increasing any form of sales tax when it's when it's on imported goods, that's called tariffs, but it's basically a sales tax. Any form of increasement of price is it's a self-inflicted wound. It's just it's just really not good idea. You are basically cutting your own legs. Your economy stands on 3 legs instead of 4. It stands on only 3 legs out of 4 because you don't have the net export in your favor, and you are basically cutting yourself. You are cutting 2 legs underneath yourself, you know. The only one remaining would be government spending, but in reality you are cutting your own legs. This is a self-inflicted wound that nobody seems to be talking about, and this just didn't have to happen, you know. So yeah, this is just not a good idea. But anyhow, back to the original point, the reason why they want to diminish the dependency on China is because they are hoping for a war or a proxy war with China, you know. So it's pretty horrific, but that seems that's what the deep state and that's what the war machine in the United States wants, and that's what they might get, sadly. But okay, anyway, make sure to smash that like button, make sure to smash the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.